Okay, so let's talk about the lunar eclipse happening on August the 27th at 11:19 p.m. Central Standard Time. Adjust for your location. It's at 5 degrees of Pisces. So let's talk about the energy because we're already feeling it. But I want you to understand what the energy is asking of you. And I also want you to understand the areas of your chart, your natal chart, that's being activated. And which means that the themes or the experiences that show up in your life are going to be relevant to these areas of your chart. And I'm also going to give you the degree points that are very heavily feeling it. So if you have points or planets there, to understand that there's going to be a really big personal experience or way that it shows up. And there's a phase 2 to this energy that is going to repeat itself. And I want to give you the date and the timeline and the why. So what is happening now with this eclipse? It is not the same as the eclipse that happened at the beginning of the month or August the 12th, the middle of the month. It is totally different. That was a new moon. This is a full moon. A full moon is a culmination point. It is highlighting in the Pisces area of our chart that something needs to change, be resolved, be released. Something is very karmic, heavy baggage, heavy emotions. And it is time to rid of that. We're done with that. Done with that. Okay. And the eclipse is the karmic aspect of it, where it's like, that's not even good for your soul anymore. We're not spiritually supporting that anymore. We're not emotionally supporting that shit anymore. So we're going to let it go. Now, here lies the problem. Pisces works on an axis with Virgo. Pisces is fluidity. It's surrender. It's faith. It is creativity, high vibrationally. Low vibration is very much escapism. It's drowning yourself out. It's alcoholism. It's substance abuse. It's avoidance, right? And then we have the lovely sun over here in Virgo. And Virgo is an analytical sign that's saying, okay, I can do that if you tell me how. What is the process? What is the plan? I'm really good at writing shit down and maintaining and managing it. And this energy is saying, you're not going to be able to manage this because you don't see what's coming. So it's going to make my practical earth sign people and or those houses in our chart feel very unstable. Okay. The big players that I'm talking about are the Pisces area of your chart, the Gemini area of your chart, and the Virgo area of your chart. So endings are going to be non-negotiable. What the moon is highlighting for me is like your soul's growth. Even though we haven't caught up, we haven't caught up with it. It's like, okay, I get that I'm different, but what the fuck? Like, now you want me to do something with the different? I don't even know what the different is in my soul for me to do something with it. And that is where the frustration lies. But we'll be fine. We're going to be fine. The sun is with Mercury at 5 degrees of Virgo. And so that a full moon happens all because of the opposition. And if you know me, I call it a seesaw. You have the moon on one side of the seesaw in Pisces, and over here with Virgo and the sun is the Mercury. Mercury rules Virgo. It does well in Virgo. The problem is it is going to have Virgos in that Virgo area overthinking, trying to figure it out, trying to analyze it, trying to find a plan, looking for the notes that it took on it from the last time. It wants the details. It wants explanations. It wants to find a practical solution so then it knows how to move forward. And that practical solution is not there. Virgo, there may be a lot of questions and discomfort. This energy is giving me very much so discomfort. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know why this is happening. What the fuck? And the solution that I can offer you is to just be fluid, to surrender, to know that what is happening this week is not going to happen the week after. It's not going to happen the week after. And this energy is very fluid. Okay? The other thing is, like, I feel like whenever there's eclipses or ingresses or planets make a move in the sky, it's very intense at first, and then we find the rhythm. So, for example, if we were in a car and I was like, oh, shit, no, wait, you're about to miss the exit. Get off right there. And you're like, and you get off. And then we're back on the path. So the eclipse is kind of like that. Oh shit, wait, you're no, you're about to, that's the eclipse. It's a lot of like do things where it's like, oh damn, I thought that the directions are wrong. I thought we were okay. So it's that frustration. But then once you get on that new path, you may not know. It's like, okay, where are we going? It's like, oh no, because we are supposed to be going to that new homestead that's like, it's like 32 more miles down the way. But you're driving in unknown territory. And so you still don't know what deer is going to jump out on. You don't know where the streetlights are. You don't know if you're safe there, right? So there's that type of energy, but that abruptness of like actually about to miss the exit type thing is the eclipse. I hope that helps you like understand. Okay. But at the end of the day, something is going to be let go in the Pisces area of your chart. Something is going to be released. It is going to be spiritually, emotionally, but it's going to be combated by your mental frequencies, right? So over here with Pisces is your spirituality and it is your emotions. And over here, Virgo is the mind going, but wait a minute. So just understand that opposition. The things that you remain or keep or whatever, try to keep, you will still feel blah in them because they're not going to be emotionally and spiritually supported. So you have choice, but you'll feel like your spirit has shifted. You'll feel like your emotions have stopped being fluid. And that's how you know you stayed somewhere where you were supposed to go. You won't feel it. You won't feel your best self. You won't feel fluid. You'll feel stagnant like a motherfucker. Okay? So now let's talk about Uranus, because Uranus is coming to change the story. Uranus is, this full moon is even more activated because it is getting a tight square at 5 degrees from Uranus and Gemini. The moon and the sun are both being squared by Uranus and Gemini. Know this, Uranus has not been in Gemini in 84 years. So this is all of our first time, unless you're 85, 86, experiencing this energy. We don't know. So just give yourself grace because we don't fucking know. But the energy is activating both, the square is activating both Pisces and Virgo. And a square is tension. A square is like knuck if you buck. A square is something's got to move and adjust. So our emotions with the moon and our thought processes with Virgo and Mercury have to adjust. And the moon, we know, is saying, well, release this. Release this. Karmic bullshit. We're not doing that anymore. We don't believe that anymore. That creative project isn't working anymore. Write a new song. That old one is played out. Okay. Even if Virgo is over here still kind of going frantic, like I don't even understand what the fuck is going on. Okay. Uranus is going to bring sudden changes, disruption, liberation, breakthroughs, unexpected information, and pivots. And in Gemini, it's telling us to think different. It's telling us to learn something new, to gain a new skill set, to, be mentally agile. But it's not telling us that we have to know all the information right now. It's just telling us to not hold on to the old behavior and thought patterns that got us to this point because they're not going to serve us anymore. The strength in all of this is adaptability. Something may develop really quickly. Something may leave really quickly. Something may come into your life and ask you to adapt before you have any information or all the information. And you're not required to figure it all out. You're just required to, again, stay flexible. Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces are mutable signs. They're made to be fluid. They're made to pivot and shift. Those areas of your chart where all of this energy is happening, it's okay. Like it understands the flexibility that's happening. Your mind doesn't. Your mind is like, but you'll be fine. Okay. So here are the areas of the chart that are being activated. If you have anything between like 0 and 6 degrees, if you have any natal planets or angles there, it's going to hit harder for you. Okay. So Pisces is the release point. It's the culmination point emotionally. What are we intuitively realizing we need to surrender to? Virgo is what we've been managing, how we've been organizing, performing, perfecting, fixing, maintaining. Like, oh, I've been taking care of my family and I've been taking care of everyone else. And spirit could be like, yeah, I know. That's why I want you to focus on you. And you're like, do what? I'm uncomfortable with that because what am I do? What? You know? But you've tried to make these areas of your life work, and you're trying to, again, oppose that moon that's saying I'm releasing this with some logical thought, and it's not working. And then Gemini is the plot twist. It's where Uranus is going to give you new information, new ideas, new ways of learning, new ways of communicating, new thought processes. It's disruption. It's freedom. And it is an unexpected change of direction in Gemini. Okay? So this energy is kind of, it's not funny. It's not fucking funny, I promise. But it's interesting because this is phase 1. So then February 20th, 2027, we're going to have phase 2. And the moon and the sun are going to flip-flop. We're going to have a full moon in Virgo at 2 degrees, while the sun is in Pisces at 2 degrees. And they're both going to be squaring, getting the square from Gemini at 2 degrees. But I hope that helps. I hope that helps support you. I hope that it helps you understand like how to navigate the energy. I'm going to do horoscopes next, so check that out based on your rising sign. I hope that this supports you. I love you.